remains a question what happens here on. Let's go across to Shivangi, who's joining us from the newsroom right now. Shivangi, fact of the matter is, for now, we understand that Vinesh Phogat has been disqualified from the match. Take us through the details that you're picking up in terms of the reactions that you're picking up from sports persons, if any.
Right. Well, I'm being also joined by Himanshu from our digital desk. It's a very big update coming in as Vinesh Phogat had gone into the finals. Big heartbreak for India. Indians who were expecting a medal. She tried to run. She skipped meals, we are learning, but she could not put her weight down to the desired limit.
This indeed is a heartbreaking moment. I am at loss of words to explain the thing. So let's first explain the viewers like how it works. So you are weighed before the match, and then you are weighed next day of the match. So yesterday she was fine. She weighed within the permissible limits of 50 kg. Last evening, before the match, today she was to play a gold medal game with the Swedish player. So when the entire weighing thing happened and all, she weighed probably roughly 1.5 kg more than what she should be. And then the entire practice and all, sometimes, you know, after a game you you are sure of a medal, you have entered final, you probably tend to eat and all. So this fluctuated, but this is indeed an extremely sad news coming for entire Indian contingent, all across Indians like who were pinning their hopes on Vinesh Phogat. And look at the hard work and all. So it was just about like maintaining. Also, there like questions will be raised now. Indian Olympic Association has come out with a statement that this is indeed a sad moment. But how exactly they were not able to identify that this can happen. And the rules were clear. The rules are on paper before you enter the games and all. You know the rules. So where exactly the slip happened, this is something that needs to be probed. And there should be answers, accountability. Vinesh Phogat is a wrestler. She's a player. She might not be aware about like, okay, I'm hitting this and this can go wrong. So
Himanshu and Shivangi, stay with us. Let's go across to former Indian athlete Ashwini Nachappa joining us. Sir, good afternoon. It's a heartbreak for the country. Vinesh Phogat has been disqualified. What do you have to say?
Irrespective of that fact, I think she's a woman of substance. She's an inspiration to every young child who aspires to become a champion. The rule is for all. I'm not too sure whether the 50 or the 100 grams, how she was able to do it, gain that weight, because yesterday she was in that category. I think the rule, I'm not too clear about the rule, but I think it is for 2 days continuously, 1 day on the day of the match and the next day they weigh them, which I'm sure the entire contingent and the support system is well aware of. For me personally, I think the rule is really, really harsh. 50 to 100 grams, either this way or that way, should be considered on my personal level. But of course, the rule is for all. And I'm very, very, of course, heartbroken to see her go with a silver medal. She was gunning for the gold, and I was gunning for her even before the Paris Olympics started.
Ma'am, stay with us. Just a follow-up question. Do you think India is going to object to this? How do you think the IOA is going to take the next step forward?
I really don't know, because I'm sure they are regrouping there at the venue to see what happens. But as you know, these rules are very stringent for all. And if there has been an increase in weight, how it happened, all that comes later. Will Vinesh be able to play today or tomorrow is what's going to matter. If she's allowed to play, even in protest, itself is good enough, even though she gets a silver medal. But I don't think those rules allows for such kind of, decisions to be taken. But nevertheless, I think whatever she has done has been brilliant, is a lesson for all of us to stay strong mentally and physically, come what may, happens to you.
Yes.
She has suffered a lot. In fact, a week before the Olympic Games, I said, she's the girl I'm gunning for. She has suffered in her career, in her life, and to come back and win a silver is more than gold.
That's right. Appreciate you talking to us. So that was Ashwini Nachappa speaking to the public. Let's try and see if Shivangi and Himanshu are still with us. Himanshu, if you can hear us, we are given to understand that Vinesh Phogat was approximately weighing 2 kgs she was 2 kgs overweight on the eve of the final bout. Take us through exactly how Vinesh Phogat did everything possible to ensure that she fits in the criteria.
Absolutely, Samiksha, and I have Himanshu with me. Himanshu is also getting us and tracking on all the updates from here. Himanshu, usually Vinesh Phogat, she tries to compete in the 53 kilogram category. She tried to put her weight down to 50 kgs for the Paris Olympics. If you could take our viewers through, what really happened.
This basically, let's not 53 kgs she used to compete. So this Olympics she participated under 50 kgs, and as per Olympic rules, you need to be. She has been overweight by 100 grams this morning. This is what we are getting right now. So wrestlers must remain within their weight category on both days of the competition. I have a question with probably Olympics organizers here, that the match is still 10 hours away, right? And you are weighing her early in the morning. You need to give that kind of time. And if this is something,
I'm sorry, I'll have to interrupt you there. Come back to you just a bit. Let's go across to Asit Saha, who's Vice President of Wrestling Federation of India. Sir, thank you for speaking to us. How do you think India is going to respond? Vinesh Phogat, who's been disqualified from the Paris Olympics.
You see, after all, we have to maintain our weight, and as per rules of the Olympic, it is what I would say very bad to us that we was completely in a mood that India will get a gold through Vinesh Phogat. And if she fight a lot in all the weight, all the bout, and went in the final. But as per rules, there is nothing to do. But if there is anything, I think so. The President of India is also there. I think so. And if there is any possibility of doing something, he will do it.
Yes.
Very, very big loss for India and wrestling.
Yes, and sir, that being said, we are given to understand that, on the eve of the final bout, she did everything possible that she fits in the criteria. Any message that you have for the fans of Vinesh Phogat? Because this is a big, big heartbreak for all the fans, in fact, for the entire nation.
Yes, absolutely right. As a ex-wrestler and also Vice President of India, I can say that at this moment, nothing to say, but if there is any possibility for the organizer, I from their heart, they should do something for Vinesh and India.
Yes, and sir, for the fans also watching, the viewers watching the broadcast, if you can once again talk us through, the feats of Vinesh Phogat, how she's brought laurels for the country in the past.
She is the Asian gold medalist and 2 times world medalist. 3 times he has got gold in the other tournaments. She is also a good fighter of India. So it is very painful that this happens for only 100 grams. It is not 1 kilo, 100 grams.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, appreciate you speaking to us. So that was Asit Saha speaking to Republic. Let's go across to Shivangi and Himanshu, who continue to be with us. Shivangi and Himanshu, we understand that on the eve of the final bout, Vinesh Phogat did everything possible to fit the requirements. From cycling to jogging, we given to understand that she did not sleep the entire night, just so she fits the criteria and fits the requirements that were needed.
Well, Samiksha, I'm not getting your audio right now. But I have Himanshu with me, and we're tracking the story very closely. Himanshu, what we see right now. You were explaining to us some of the rules. Go ahead and explain us the rules and what led to the disqualification of Vinesh Phogat right at the last moment.
Shivangi, before we go ahead about the rules, I am now this reminds me of great Muhammad Ali's quote, like fights are won behind the lines and in the gym. And the news that I am getting from Paris is that she was cycling, she was in the gym overnight, and then this could not. And IOC, I have a question for you people. Why on earth, when she was playing her semi-final, she was underweight. She has now tested like 100 grams above. She has weighed 100 grams above the required limit. So how can you exactly not give her silver medal? So if she is not, probably this happened overnight. And weight is something, it's a fluctuating thing, Shivangi. You cannot blame a person for being overweight. Like today, 100 grams overweight, though she was within permissible limits yesterday, and that is why she was allowed to play a game. So even if you are disqualifying her, you should be disqualifying her from the finals. And you want to award Sarah Hildebrandt a gold medal, go ahead and do that. But why not give her a silver, which she has actually won? And this is something that I am sure Indian Olympic Association will be taking up to all those arbitration courts and all. IOC has IO has a legal thing to fight now. They will definitely go to courts for this.
Himanshu is getting us all these top updates coming in right now. So Vinesh Phogat has been disqualified, and at the same time, Himanshu, if you could take our viewers through some of the other updates. There's an entire statement which has come out. Just read the statement out once more for our viewers. This is important because this is the official confirmation coming in.
So Indian Olympic Association, they have come up with a statement. It is with regret that the Indian contingent shares news of the disqualification of Vinesh Phogat from the women's wrestling 50 kg class. Despite the best efforts by the team through the night, and they have mentioned it through the night, she weighed in a few grams over 50 kg this morning. No further comments will be made by the contingent at this time. The Indian team, here they are talking about the entire Indian contingent in Paris, requests you respect Vinesh's privacy. It would like to focus on the competitions on hand. Indian Olympic Association. This is heartbreaking. This is something that we all were preparing for, that big final. A final that probably she is the first Indian woman to reach a wrestling final at Olympic stage. And from here, this heartbreaking, now she will be denied a silver as well. So now how it works, as per current rules, if it goes like the challenge is not taken, then you will be awarded, Swedish player will be awarded a gold medal, and the person, Vinesh, actually the Japanese player, will now get a bronze, and there won't be any silver medal. But that is something that the Indian contingent will be obviously challenging.